What up? What up? It's yours truly, the one and only. I go by the name of Ferro. We do this every single season in the NBA. Who's going to make the NBA All-Star game? We just got the third return from the fans. I have to remind everybody, the fans do not make up 100% of the NBA All-Star game starters or vote period. They have 50%, and the other 50% for the starters is voted in by the players and media. They split that 25 apiece. All right, that's worth noting. And then the reserves are picked by the coaches. So what I'm going to do first, real quick, is put on the screen the Eastern Conference fan votes for the starters, all right? Some seem like business as normal. Some may shock you. We got Giannis leading everybody in votes. Tatum and Karl Anthony Towns are the front court guys. I think that's what's going to end up happening for the All-Star game. So I think the fans actually got that one right. I don't know. Cat may have some players that don't like him out there. That could be the only thing that takes his way. Giannis and Tatum for sure are locks. I think Cat will be the third there. Again, keep in mind, Cat is essentially replacing Embiid, who had been a staple with Giannis and Tatum over the years. All right, we'll talk more in a second, but I just want to show you how the fans have it. The fans believe LaMelo Ball and Donovan Mitchell are the top two guards. Now, the LaMelo thing gets interesting. I do believe he'll be an all-star this year, but, man, I watched some Charlotte Hornet games and some Charlotte Hornet highlights. We do them every night on this platform. There are a lot of nights where LaMelo's doing his thing, but the games be out of hand. I mean, the games be entertaining as heck, but I mean, does he really impact winning like that? If it were me, I would go Mitchell and Dame. Or maybe I may even go Trey and Dame this year. I kind of want to reward how great Cleveland's been. But if I'm being honest, Mitchell has a lot of off nights. So I would go Trey and Dame this year. Those are my two. But we're going to break it down. And in the West, let's look at who's leading the votes. It's crazy. It's now a world where LeBron no longer leads the front court in the NBA voting. Jokic is one. He's going to get in for sure as a starter. LeBron's two, and Kevin Durant is three. The interesting piece of it is LeBron actually ain't been a starter this year in my estimations, but LeBron and KD are going to make things interesting for a lot of guys. Wemby, you see right there hovering around fourth with 80 at 5. For guards, SGA obviously is a lock. He's the MVP of the year. And then Steph is 2. That's even interesting. We're going to talk about that more in a second. All right, so you see how the fans have it. Again, fans make up 50% of the vote. Players and media make up the other 50%. Now let's see how Ferro has it. What I'm going to do is go through every team by standing. All right, I got it pulled up on my phone real quick, and I'm going to put it on the screen. And I'm going to tell you exactly, based on each team, how many guys they're getting in and who they're getting in. So the Cavs are number one. They've been number one all year. They're getting Donovan Mitchell in. All right, so either he's a starter or not, he's going to get in. The Celtics are going to get Tatum and Brown in until they retire. So you got 3 there. Cat's getting in. The only question is, do the Knicks get Cat and Brunson? Let's hold off on Brunson. Let's put Cat in the game. He'll probably be a starter. So we're at 4 guys. Giannis is obviously in. I think Dame is in. We're at 6 guys through the top 4 teams out east, all right? The Magic, unfortunately, they should get 1, if not 2 guys. The injuries have had their way with Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. I hate that for them dang hip flexors. So hold off on them. Right now, we'll say no. The Pacers get nobody to me. I've been underwhelmed with Indiana. And hey, they're the 6th seed out east, so they figured it out. But nah, I'm cool on Halliburton this year. Trae Young, without a shadow of a doubt, is an all-star this year. He'll be in. So through 7 teams, we got 7 guys. Tyler Hero is 1,000% an all-star. With everything that's went on in Miami, he's been spectacular all year. Cade Cunningham is 100% an all-star for Detroit. Congrats to him. He'll be in for the first time. Zach LaVine has been balling of late. I don't know if you've been watching, but he's been balling. The Chicago Bulls have not been balling, though. That's the only thing. Is Zach's in that spot where he can play great and his team can lose. I'll slide Zach over to N. We're at 10 guys through 10 teams. What's going to help Zach is the bottom of the East is atrocious. I don't think Philadelphia's getting anybody in this game this year. I don't. Obviously, that's a spot where Embiid usually is there, and you could throw Maxey in. I'll say no to all those dudes in Philly. No Paul George, none of them. No Nets are getting in the game. No Raptors are getting in the game. LaMelo makes it 11. So we got one spot. We talked about Brunson. We talked about Paolo. We talked about Franz. This is going to pain me. It's going to come down to probably Brunson, Paolo, or Maxey for that final spot. And I just think the injury to Paolo ruined his chance. I think the narrative around Maxey ruined his chance. So I think the Knicks get two guys. I think Brunson makes the game. He's been good, really good, but not last year because he had to be that for the Knicks. So those are my 12 guys that make the All-Star game out east. Let me know your thoughts, and then we'll do the West. What's going to help some guys in the West is that the Thunder are a one All-Star guy and in a lot of role guys. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the one guy. Here's where it gets interesting. As of 2 weeks ago, the Rockets and Grizzlies had nobody for me because they're both 2 and 3 out west, but it's been team efforts with sluggish starts from Jalen and Ja. Jalen's been balling over the last couple weeks. Balling. He's in. Ja has been balling over the last couple weeks. Hold off on Ja. So the Nuggets are going to get Jokic. The Clippers, to me, deserve to get James Harden in this game. And I know Harden sometimes stats don't bust off your TV screen like they used to, pause. But somebody's been leading this ship, and it dang sure ain't been Kawhi. So what I got? I got SGA, I got Jalen, I got Jokic, I got Harden, and then we get to the Lakers, which is the unfortunate Boston Celtics team. They're going to get AD and LeBron in. LeBron will be voted in as a starter most likely. That's suspect. LeBron's going to hurt somebody this year. He's great. He's box office, but he's had some 16-point games this year, a lot of them. So we got 6 guys through 6 teams out west. Luka's out. Luka being out is going to help somebody. Kai got off to a good start. I don't know, man. I don't think Kai gets in. Ant-Man gets in. De'Aaron Fox got off to a good start. He was really good in November-ish. The Kings started struggling really bad, though. Their coach got fired. I mean, he's averaging 25 in a game. I think Fox gets in. I think that they get a guy. The Suns are another one of these teams, like the Lakers, they're not good. They got 2 All-Stars. Kevin Durant is the third in the front court right now. So I'm going to say KD gets in the game, which means Booker is out. That's going to be a controversial one. And then the Warriors and Spurs have Steph and Wembanyama, who both make it, which leaves Portland without a guy I'm good with, Utah without a guy I'm good with. The Pelicans are the worst team in the West. I'm good with them not getting a guy, obviously, which means Ja Morant is left off of my ballot. He got off to such a sluggish start this year. As great as he's been of late, I'll unsee what happened. Scottie Pippen Jr. had to carry the point guard responsibility for this team for a few weeks. And, man, I if I'm right, Ja doesn't make the game. But, hey, we got some time. It could change in this week. That's how I see it. Out east and out west. I want to know what are your thoughts on the 2025 NBA All-Star Game. That's how I have it. All right, now I watch more basketball than anybody during there. I think I got it right. I want to know your thoughts. Time, love, and support. With your boy, Never Take for Granted. This video has been sponsored by Underdog. Tap in with my beautiful partners over there. Use the promo code Ferro. I'm going to match your first deposit up to $1,000. I'm out.